What if I told you that the rusty, barren landscape of Mars once looked a lot like Earth, with a thick atmosphere and possibly even liquid water? It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? Today, we're going to explore how Mars, our neighboring red planet, formed its atmosphere and what happened to it over time. Our story begins about 4.5 billion years ago, shortly after the birth of our solar system. Mars, like Earth and the other planets, was born from the solar nebula, a cloud of dust and gas left over from the formation of the Sun. As the planetesimals that would eventually form Mars began to collide and stick together, they released heat. This heat, combined with the heat from radioactive elements in the planet's core, caused Mars to melt, forming a molten outer layer called the mantle and a dense iron core. As Mars cooled, its surface hardened, but the heat from the core caused gases to rise to the surface, creating Mars's first atmosphere, primarily composed of carbon dioxide, with traces of nitrogen and argon. This is similar to how Earth's atmosphere was formed, but Mars, being farther from the Sun and smaller, cooled more quickly. For a while, Mars's atmosphere was thick enough to retain heat and possibly support liquid water on the surface. But then, something happened. Mars's core cooled and solidified, shutting off the planet's magnetic field. Without a magnetic field to shield it, solar winds, streams of charged particles from the Sun, began to strip away Mars's atmosphere. Over hundreds of millions of years, Mars lost the majority of its atmosphere to space, leaving it with the thin, cold, carbon dioxide-dominated atmosphere we see today. So where does that leave us? We've journeyed through billions of years of Martian history, from the planet's fiery birth to its cold, barren present. We've seen how Mars's atmosphere was born from the planet's internal heat and how it was lost to the harsh reality of space weather. We've learned that, while Mars may look like a desolate alien world, its history is not so different from our own. In summary, Mars's atmosphere was formed from gases released by the planet's core and was once thick enough to potentially support liquid water. However, the loss of Mars's magnetic field allowed solar winds to strip away most of the atmosphere, leaving the thin, carbon dioxide-dominated atmosphere we see today. While Mars's current state may seem bleak, understanding its past gives us hope for the future. Who knows what secrets the red planet still has to reveal?